In this video, we're going to take a look at the paste special command. In order to understand what the paste special command does, first we need to look at exactly what the regular paste command does. So I'm going to make a copy of this idle state, and it sits on the clipboard. And if we look in Asset View, we can see its structure here. It has a modifier generator node with an attribute modifier, which has two attributes, and it has a clip generator, which has a clip event and a variable. So if I select one of these attributes and we look in the attribute editor here, you'll see the usage count is 1. So this is the only place it's used. And that's true of the other attribute, and it's true of the clip event. Its usage count is 1, and the same for the playback speed multiplier variable. It's only used in that single place. So now I'm going to use the paste command to make a copy of this state. And you'll see it's assigned a default name. And if I expand this out, we can have a look at the structure. It's got a modifier generator with an attribute modifier, but the attributes themselves have an asterisk in front of the name. And if we look over here in the attribute editor, the usage count is now 2, and so this attribute has been referenced, and that's what the asterisk stands for. It means that this item is used in more than one place. And if we look in Asset View, the other use is highlighted, so we can see where the other uses are. So this is the same for the other attribute. It has the asterisk in front and the usage count is 2. It's also true for the variable, and you can see it's referenced this original one. And for the clip event, the usage count is 2, and it's referenced the original here. So that's what the regular paste command does. It assigns the names by default, and it references events, variables, and attributes. So if you don't want that behavior, that's when you use paste special. So idle still sits on the clipboard, and I can paste it. This time I'll choose paste special, and this dialog is presented. The main thing in here is this table of data. So there's a reference column. There's a checkbox for every item, and this controls whether it's referenced or made a unique copy. There's a name field, and you notice one thing is bold, and that's the state we copied. So what's bold indicates one of the actual things that you copied. So it'll always be states and transitions that appear in bold in this table. And beneath that state is the structure that matches the Asset View structure for the contents of the state. Next is a rename column, and this lets you type a new name for any of the items that it's pasting. So for example, I'm going to type copy of idle for the name here, and the last column just shows you the type of each item. And you notice by default it has a checkbox on for the attributes, the variable, and the clip event, and that's what we saw it did before. But I can control that using these checkboxes. So I'm going to come down here and press this None button, and that will clear all the checkboxes. And in this way we'll get unique copies of all those items. So I'll just say OK, and here's the copy. You'll notice that it used the name we provided. And if I expand this out in Asset View, it has the same structure. However, you'll notice that the attributes don't have the asterisk in front of them, and the usage count is 1. Same for the clip event. It's a unique copy with a unique name, and it's not referenced, and same for the variable. So that's the function of the paste special command. If you want to have control over the names of items before they're pasted, or you want to precisely control what's referenced and what isn't, you use paste special.